You know, Paul, we got a lot of guff for trading a Raptor for a Fiesta, and probably deservedly so.
I can imagine.
So, it's time to find out whether the car we got is hot or not. Are you ready to take it around the track?
Let's do it.
Under the hood of the Fiesta is a 1.6 liter turbo that puts out just around 200 horsepower. The cool thing about it is it's got a little bit of an overboost feature, so you can take it up to just below redline and then get a little bit more. Well, it goes to 11. The bad news about this car is that you guys in Europe get the new version, which is actually a 3-cylinder. We unfortunately don't, because Ford is stopping the building of cars, at least some cars in America, and I think that's really sad because this is a really good car.
Okay, 0 to 60 in the Ford Fiesta ST, 200 horsepower, little 4-cylinder turbocharged engine in a very lightweight chassis, and let's see what it can do. All right, at altitude, 8.55 seconds to 60, which, you know, I kind of expected, and that's not surprising considering where we're at and the power of this car, and that makes you know, how it feels and handles even more impressive.
8.55, that's not bad.
No,
that's not bad for a little car.
Kind of where I thought it would be.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to launch.
Yeah, it is. The second one I got a pretty good one. The first one, way too much wheel spin.
Yeah.
That one was 9 seconds.
Yeah, you got to get the right amount of wheel spin.
So the Fiesta ST has a tiny little wheel tire package because it's a tiny little car. It only weighs 2,720 pounds, you know, a little 200 horsepower engine. And so you don't need this big, huge wheel tire package on it, but the tire it does have is quite good. This is a Bridgestone Potenza RO50A, and that's a real summer grippy tire. And so that really does help, or will help, this vehicle in cornering, braking situations, and putting the power down as well. And then the brakes, it's got those optional red calipers, so don't be fooled, they're not Brembos or anything like that, they're just a normal sliding caliper. But again, with a small car, this is all the brakes you really need, and you don't want to put too big a brake on the car because then you increase the vehicle's weight and actually decrease its performance.
Hey guys, if you want to come out here and see how fast you are, you can rent this track, you can rent go-karts, you can even come out here and try some dirt biking. All you have to do is go click on the link below, IMI Motorsports, and use TFL for a 10% discount.
We're in the Ford Fiesta ST, 200 horsepower front wheel drive, very light little agile car. I'm kind of excited about driving this car. I've heard great things about it, and let's see how it goes. 6-speed manual. Tiny bit of torque steer. Everything on this car is a tiny bit, but it has a lot of grip. So that's one thing it has, is it's got grip in space. It's pretty cool. Turn-in is really nice. And again, it's a front wheel drive car with an open differential, but when you do the suspension right, it doesn't really matter. The car points so well and puts power down well. Has enough suspension travel. So we got a nice bit of droop travel in the front, and there it turns in with this beautiful neutral little drift that lets me carry lots of speed into the corners. And yeah, it does understeer, but as long as you're not doing anything silly, you can actually get the car to turn so well going into the corner that the understeer isn't a problem. That's fun. I like driving this car. And it's perfectly suited for this track, of course. Fiesta ST, thumbs up. Fun little car and super cheap. You're getting a real performance car for very little money, and that's really cool.
So our best time was set by Tommy at 109.85.
Did I beat it?
You did beat it.
Yes, I can keep my job.
You did beat it. You beat it by exactly 2 seconds.
Okay.
107.84.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a fun little car.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna be like really upset because
that's okay.
That's a lot of time on a slow track.
It's got that right balance of horsepower and grip, which makes it fun to drive. You know, it doesn't have so much grip that you're begging for more power, or vice versa. If it had too much horsepower, it'd just be spinning the inside tire all the time. So it's this great little balanced, wonderful little package.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, is it worth $18,000?
Oh my God!
How about
It's way more fun to drive than cars that are 3, 4, 5, 6 times the cost of this thing. The shifter's nice. The pedals could be a little closer together for really good heel and toe, but you can get it done.
Yeah, yeah. And I think the shifter, it's not a short throw, but it's pretty short.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, yeah. I mean, it's just easy.
Proper little shifter, and seating position's okay.
Yeah.
You know, all those things are really good, but I think the best part about this car is that really balanced chassis it has. It's fun to drive.
All right, Paul, is the Ford Fiesta ST hot or not?
I'd say for the money that car goes for, it's actually really, really hot. Super fun to drive, well balanced, puts a smile on your face. What more could you want from a car than it just makes you happy when you drive it? And does a respectable time around the track, and does it in a way that makes you feel connected with the car, and it does everything right. What a fun little car.
Yeah, I agree. You know, that's the definition of it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. Because, you know, you feel like you're, anytime you get behind the wheel.
I do feel like me every time I get, exactly. But it is a great car, and it's I think one of those, that phrase, like it's better than the sum of its parts, I think that applies to this car, because you look at it and you go, wow, little skinny wheels and tires, there's really not much there. It has 200 horsepower, how good could it be? But you realize it is the balance of the package that makes a car great. I mean, you think of even like a go-kart might only have 20 or 30 horsepower. It is an insanely fun to drive because it's the right power to weight ratio and the right kind of package. And this car follows that same sort of theme, where on paper it looks like there's no way it's, you know, going to be great, but it is.
I would say, Ford, bring the European ST over. We'll definitely put it on our track. And next week we'll be back to, is it faster than a Fiesta ST? As always, this is Roman.
And this is Paul.
Saying thanks for watching, and check out TFLcar.com for more news, views, and of course,
real world reviews.
And yes, it's hot. It's way hot. Hell yeah. Hey, Tommy, come here. Come here.
Come here, Tommy.
Come here, Tommy. So come on down here so you're on camera. So what was your record time, you remember?
109.85.
Okay, and Paul beat your record.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
How much?
You're no longer. He beat it by exactly 2 seconds.
Wow.
107.84.
That's really fast.
So you've got quite the.
I've got a lot of work to do.
You've got a lot of work to do. 2 seconds.
Keep reading my book, Tommy.
Yeah, I'll keep reading it for sure.
Paul's book,
It's all in there. Just gotta. It's in between the lines.
And if people want your book, what's the title of it?
The Optimum Drive, or the book's just Optimum Drive.
And you can get it at bookstores and Amazon.
Bookstores, Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, iBooks.
Yeah, anywhere that great driving books are sold.
Exactly. Only those places.